Hey, Tanya Bigelow here, and the word of the day is Lacuna. Now, lacuna is a formal word that refers to a gap or a blank space in something. In other words, a missing part. So, I want to ask you a question. What do you feel is missing in your life? Where do you feel inadequate? What area of your life or your learning do you feel deficient in? Where do you sense a sense of scarcity around you? What do you feel you lack? What do you want? So, we're going to talk about something that may feel a little uncomfortable for you to talk about today. It is very important for you to learn how to show up in life where you feel a sense of abundance. Now, I know for many people that sense of abundance, that sense of having more than what is needed may not necessarily be there because of the space around you and what you've experienced. However, I encourage you that there are things that you can focus on that can give you a sense of sureness about yourself. So, if we look at the word lacuna and the gaps that we may have in our life, I think the best question that we can ask ourselves is how to fill in the current gaps that we have in our lives. Because there is a space from where you are to where you want to be. And where you are and where you want to be in that space is called something. The space between where you are and where you want to be is called growth and development. And what happens during that period of growth and development, there's one key thing that you have to do, and that is work. So how do you apply this conversation to your life? Well, the question is, how do you fill in the current gaps in your life? So say, for example, you want to start a business. I'm just going to use starting a business as an example. But you can use these 4 steps that I'm going to tell you with anything that you find as a missing, okay? Number 1, you need to identify what you want to possess. So here, I want to start a business, right? I want to work for myself. I want to own my own company. So you've identified what you want to possess. This is something that you currently feel insufficient. You have a deficit. You feel like a failure in that. There's scarcity around it. It's something that you want. So you've identified something that you want to possess. I want to start a business. Step number 2, you list what's missing, right? So in starting a business, there are key things that you need to start a business. You need to know what kind of business you want to be in, right? You would need knowledge on how to start a business, right? And then thirdly, you may need capital. You may need money to start the business. You may need to secure a location if you're selling physical products and you don't want to work out of your home. Like there's a gambit of items that you can list on things that's missing as it relates to you starting the business. So step number 1, identify what it is that you want. Step number 2, list what you feel is missing, whether it's knowledge, whether it's physical capital, whatever that is, right? Step number 3, seek where you can find it, right? Can you learn how to own a business from books? Yes. Can you learn how to run a business from other people? Yes. Can you surround yourself with other individuals by networking? Yes. Seek where you can find these things. Where else can you find? So maybe you can find it in a class, right? So you want to make a list of where you can find what you currently don't have. And then step number 4, go get it, right? So buy the books that you need to read. Connect with the people who you need to talk to. Gain access to the different groups and networks that you need to be a part of. or register for the class. So whatever it is that you've taken time to identify, they have what you need. Now you need to go and get that thing, right? So there you have it. 4 steps on how to fill in current gaps that are going on in your life. Number 1, identify what you want. 2, list out what's missing. 3, seek where you can find it. 4, go out and get it. I hope this information is served. And remember to have a great rest of your day on purpose.